God provides, so why do I worry about my life when you come to my rescue 1,000 times? Every other voice is a lie. God provides. You know what? A few months ago, we were working in Atlanta, and we got robbed. And I had just sent out the next single that's playing now is God Provides. It was the first time I heard it on the radio, y'all. I'm lying to you, lie to you not. And the song itself ministered to me because it was like those were things, because, you know, he had just purchased like a new computer and a whole bunch of other stuff that was like in the car, and they just took it. We ran, he tried to stop the guys, him and my daughter. She could have got really hurt because she was standing in front of the cars, and the guys, it wasn't nothing but the grace of God, because he really could have hit her, because Teal was standing directly in the middle where your emblem just sits in the car, in the front of the car, and the guy just punched it, and he was like, no, and she just got out of the way. It wasn't nothing but an angel. I know it was. I'm not gonna cry, but things can be, you can get things back, but you couldn't get lives back. For him to run up on the car, you didn't know if he had a gun or anything. It's like they just took our possessions with us. It hadn't, you know, it just happened so quickly. We just got out the car to step in somewhere, and then they took these things from us. But it made me realize that life is short, and not to just get caught up into material things. And I really start praying to myself, like, Lord, am I getting too high-minded or getting too caught up that I'm thinking it's about stuff versus whatever I need to be concentrating on, the message or whatever. I just put me in line, and to hear God Provides really ministered to me. I mean, it meant a lot that, you know, why worry about life when God can take care of me? He can handle whatever I'm going through if I just trust him. He can help me get through whatever it is. So yes, I listen to me. Ooh, watch God provide.
So let's talk a little bit about Trospel, trap and gospel.
Oh.
So like Erica shocked people with I Love God, and a lot of younger artists are getting into it. How do you feel about the fusion of trap and gospel?
You know, I think it's good because we have to become all things to all men to win some. So you have to do, you know, switch it up a little bit, come, you know, more relevant. Because, you know, you guys, I mean, I can't do Amazing Grace with everybody. Everybody don't understand the traditional Amazing Grace. There's nothing wrong with Amazing Grace. It has a wonderful meaning, and the song is forever. You may have to put a little twist on it so I can help the young people get some traditional in them, so we can have some basis to build from about this is how it comes, you know, the original traditional gospel music. But I think it's a good idea to kind of mix everything up. I mean, because we're all different. I mean, you know, you do rap, you got everything. So it's like the young and old, we can go for it together. When you don't understand something, we have a tendency to cast judgment without knowing the true meaning of it. Meaning like the background of Kirk going and talking with Kanye, or me talking to anybody. I mean, you know, Fantasia. But her basis, most of us started in church. So I don't think it's a wrong thing, but I think that I never want to get it I don't want you to get it twisted what my message is. So I feel like I can go and be in the world, but I don't have to be of the world. Life's thrown many punches. My son was like, Mama, this is a track for Tim to do. This is a track for him to produce. So we went to Virginia. Well, first we sent it to him and let him hear it, and he was like, yes, I'm in. So once we went and we sit with him a couple days in the studio, it was fantastic. I mean, it's just like us hanging out like the time before. It was really a good time. And like I say, most of us grew up in church, so it was just like us just coming back together again. That's already in there. He already know. I just kind of stirred it up and bring it back to him a little bit. And he just put his flow on there, and we really had a good time. And just to hear him flow, I had never worked with nobody to do like the sounds with their mouth like that. and then to come out and do the machine with the beat. So it was really, it was fantastic just to see him at work. I mean, he didn't waste no time. It's like we was in the studio, we did what we need to do, but that's kind of how I work anyway. I'm the timekeeper when it comes, because we're independent. You know, the money's coming out of our pockets, and I don't have my own studio yet, so I just can't go in there playing and all that. A lot of people play in studios and waste a lot of time, and we just was right straight to the point. So really his timeliness just reminded me of what I like to do. You know, the beat may be different, but I still wanted to have the same message, that through it all, we learn to trust in Jesus, learn to trust in God, and God hadn't failed us yet. I mean, to look at what he's doing and the roads that he's went and how he's came up, and the same thing with me. You know, a lot of us started bumpy and very poor, and for us to be able to share our gifts and pass it on and to encourage, really, the thing is to encourage other young people that we can come out of the hood and we still can make something out of ourselves. Uncle Kirk, he was cool. He was cool with it. He was like, man, he was just really excited about the whole project itself. You know, with all the different pieces that's on there to show versatility, and that's what it's all about. We're artists, so it's like, allow me to just show my artistry. Don't put me in a box. The thing is, like, the title cut one way was very different for me, and I did get a little rebuttal from some people, but I'm like, I can't go do a whole concert with slow songs and have everybody crying the whole time. It's like, you'll be tired and be like, oh no, I'm not going back to see her, because it's like I cried. You know, it's like I'm tired. And when it comes to the gospel, it's the good news. So when people are going through, you don't listen to a fast song. Most of us listen to something slow, something that has some true meaning to help us get through whatever the situation is, to give us some hope, some inspiration. And that's the type of artist I am.
You could only do one for the rest of your life.
Singing.
TV, music, movies.
Singing. If I had to do one thing, I hate to cut you off. Singing is my life. I'm telling y'all. I mean, you know, I got some eyes looking at me, you guys. But the thing about it is, if I can't sing, this is how much I love it. I cry. I cry because I feel like I'm like, first of all, giving God my best, and I'm not giving the people my best. So it's like, my prayer is, I know I'm human, and y'all know I'm faith-based, but I'm like, Lord, I want to be like you. I want to be like Jesus. They never did talk about him being sick and all that kind of stuff and having ailments. I want to be like Jesus. So every time I stand before God's people, I want to be able to deliver. I don't ever want to be hoarse. I don't want nothing. But the thing about it, I have been in pain. Like, I had my knee surgery and went and sang. It could be killing me before I go on stage. But when I'm out there, all of that goes away. It's like I feel nothing. When I do my holy dance, I'm like getting it. Now, I just learned how to dance too. I just got my feet work together. So it's like, singing is my world. That's the one thing I feel like. I don't feel like I'm the best, but that's the thing that I love the most. And I feel like I can just do it. It's like, it just happens, you know, and it's like I lose myself and I forget that people are in the room. It's like, it just goes away. And it's, you know, like, for instance, my favorite song on this record is called Potter. It says, you are the potter, I am the clay. Lord, have your way. Work on me, Lord. You are the potter, I am the clay. Have your way. Work on me, Lord. Now that's a part of it. That's the chorus. But I just feel like I'm in his hands every time that I'm standing there. He's on the front row. Thank God for the people. But I really think like my Heavenly Father is sitting on the front row. I didn't have an earthly father. So he's sitting on the front row, and I want to give him my best. I want to show him my best. I want to give all that I have at that time. So singing would be it.
So tonight, close your eyes, there's no more need to fight. Woo! Watch God provide.